Well, 24 hours ago, we're all wondering the same thing, and we kind of alluded to it, or at least Joe did with his story there. Was this executive order even legal? Well, it takes an official request from a sitting member of the Idaho legislature to find out from the state's attorney general, which is exactly what Senator Melissa Wintrow did after seeing that executive order issued yesterday. And Deputy Attorney General Brian Kane responded today. Senator Wintrow sent him a three-question inquiry. The first: does the executive order issued by the acting governor exceed the governor's powers? Well, according to Idaho Code Section 67802, the Deputy Attorney General said, well, yes, it does. The supreme executive power of the state is vested by Section 5, Article 4 of the Constitution of the state of Idaho in the governor, who is expressly charged with the duty of seeing that the laws are faithfully executed. And if need be, in order to make sure that happens, the governor can issue executive orders from time to time which carry the force of law. So orders are meant to ensure laws are faithfully executed. However, in regards to this executive order to ban mask mandates, since there is no existing law prohibiting such mandates, Acting Governor McGeachin has exceeded the executive order authority granted her under Idaho Code Section 67802. There's more. Not only does this executive order not seek to ensure laws are faithfully executed, oddly, it seems to have been issued in an effort to undermine the existing authorities of the state and its political subdivisions to issue mask mandates. In fact, wrote Kane, this executive order appears to run counter to both the Idaho Constitution and the governor's statutory executive order authority. And because there is no existing law about mask mandates, this executive order seems to have created one. You can just do that, thus encroaching on the lawmaking power of the legislature, violating the separation powers of the branches of government, which answers Senator Wintrow's second question. Her third question was, does it violate or conflict with what the Constitution allows cities, counties, public health districts, or school districts to do in regard to public health? Stating several Idaho codes that give such local entities the power to do that, the opinion from Mr. Kane states McGeachin's executive order didn't cite any reasons to remove that local authority. So in conclusion, to answer your questions, Senator Wintrow, yes, the executive order issued yesterday by the acting governor was unconstitutional, illegal, and executive overreach, according to the state's attorney general's office, which leaves just one question unanswered. Are we going with overreaching McGeachin or overreaching McGeachin? What